How to Stay Calm, written and published by Mindsmore. Imagine this: your mind is a swirling storm. Thoughts crash like thunder, worries whirl like a relentless wind, and anxieties surge like waves threatening to pull you under. It feels chaotic, overwhelming, and exhausting. But what if, hidden within that storm, there's a secret calm, a quiet center where peace resides, waiting to be discovered? What if you could learn to navigate those turbulent waters, not just surviving, but thriving? This book isn't about pretending the storms don't exist. It's about equipping you with the tools to become the captain of your own ship, steering your mind towards calmer waters and sunnier shores. Together, we'll explore the paradoxical power of letting go, discovering how surrendering to what is can actually bring greater freedom and control. We'll delve into the art of gratitude, learning to find the hidden gems of appreciation even in the midst of challenges. We'll master techniques to reset your emotional compass, transforming negativity into a source of strength and resilience. Like adventurers, we'll embark on micro-expeditions into the everyday, finding wonder in the ordinary and reigniting a sense of joy in the mundane. We'll rewrite the narratives that hold us back, transforming self-doubt into self-belief and fear into fearless action. Drawing wisdom from ancient philosophies and modern science, we'll uncover practices that anchor us in the present moment, cultivate unwavering self-discipline, and build unshakable resilience. We'll explore the profound impact of human connection, forging relationships that nourish our souls and remind us that we're never truly alone. This is more than just a collection of feel-good advice. It's a deep dive into the strategies that will empower you to create a life of lasting calm and genuine positivity. It's about turning challenges into opportunities, setbacks into stepping stones, and ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Get ready to uncover the secrets to inner peace, unlock the power of positivity, and build a mindset so resilient that life's chaos will feel like a distant echo. This journey isn't just about staying calm, it's about thriving in every aspect of your life. Let's begin. We appreciate your support in helping us produce more content for you, so please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Chapter 1: The Illusion of Control, Finding Freedom in Surrender. We humans have a peculiar obsession. We crave control. We want to dictate the terms of our lives, orchestrate every event, and ensure that everything unfolds precisely according to our plans. We cling to this illusion that if we can just manage every detail, life will be perfect, stress-free, a symphony of predictable bliss. But here's the paradox: the tighter we grip the reins of control, the more stressed and overwhelmed we become. It's like trying to hold a fistful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. Why? Because the truth is, we can't control everything. Life, in its magnificent and messy glory, is a river of constant change, with unexpected twists and turns around every bend. Think of those moments when you've wrestled with a situation, desperately trying to force a specific outcome. Perhaps it was a job interview where you overprepared, agonizing over every possible question, only to feel your anxiety skyrocket as soon as you walked into the room. Or maybe it was a relationship where you tried to mold someone into the perfect partner, only to find resentment and frustration brewing within. In these moments, we're battling against the very nature of life itself. We're resisting the current, clinging to the riverbank while the water rushes past, carrying us further and further from our desired destination. True calmness, however, doesn't come from white-knuckling our way through life. It arises from a profound understanding of what we can influence and what we must surrender to. It's about recognizing that while we can't control the wind, we can adjust our sails. Imagine a majestic oak tree standing tall in a storm. Its branches sway, its leaves rustle, but its roots remain firmly planted in the earth. It doesn't fight the wind, it bends with it, adapting to the forces of nature. This is the essence of finding calm in the midst of chaos. To make this concept more tangible, let's explore a powerful exercise I call the sphere of influence. Take a moment to visualize a circle. Within this circle, place everything that falls within your direct control: your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, your choices. These are the elements you have the power to shape, the seeds you can plant in the garden of your life. Now, picture everything outside that circle: the weather, the past, other people's opinions, unforeseen events. These are the elements that exist beyond your grasp, the forces of nature that you cannot bend to your will. The beauty of this exercise lies in its simplicity. By clearly delineating what you can and cannot control, you free yourself from the burden of worrying about things that lie beyond your reach. You stop wasting precious energy on battles you cannot win, and instead, focus your attention on the areas where you can truly make a difference. This isn't about giving up or becoming passive. It's about choosing your battles wisely, directing your energy towards what truly matters. It's about recognizing that your power lies in how you respond to life's challenges, not in trying to prevent them altogether. Think of the renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who lived in ancient Greece. Despite facing immense adversity, including being born into slavery and later exiled from his home, he found profound peace and wisdom by focusing on what he could control: his own thoughts and actions. He taught that it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. In other words, our suffering often stems not from the events themselves, but from our resistance to them. This philosophy is echoed in modern psychology. In a 2017 study published in the journal Emotion, researchers found that individuals who practiced acceptance-based strategies, such as acknowledging and accepting their emotions without judgment, experienced lower levels of stress and anxiety compared to those who tried to suppress or control their feelings. Or consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who endured the horrors of Nazi concentration camps during World War II. In his seminal book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl describes how even in the face of unimaginable suffering, he found a sense of freedom and purpose by focusing on his inner life, his values, and his ability to choose his attitude in any given moment. These examples, spanning centuries and diverse circumstances, illustrate a timeless truth. True power lies not in dominating the external world, but in mastering the internal one. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces uncertainty, adapts to change, and finds strength in surrender. So how can you start applying this principle in your own life? Here are a few practical steps. Identify your control hotspots. Pay attention to the situations where you tend to grasp for control. Is it in your relationships, your work, your health, or your finances? Become aware of the triggers that activate your need for control. Practice the sphere of influence. Regularly revisit the sphere of influence exercise. When you feel anxiety or stress creeping in, ask yourself, is this within my circle of control? If not, consciously choose to let it go. Focus on your response. Instead of trying to prevent challenges, focus on how you respond to them. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow from this experience? Cultivate acceptance. Practice accepting things as they are, without judgment or resistance. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of everything, but it means acknowledging reality and choosing to work with it, rather than against it. Celebrate small victories. Acknowledge the moments when you successfully let go of the need for control. Each time you choose to surrender to the flow of life, you're strengthening your resilience and creating space for greater peace and freedom. Remember, letting go of the illusion of control is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of profound strength. It's about recognizing that true power lies in your ability to adapt, to flow, to find peace within the ever-changing currents of life. By surrendering to what is, you open yourself to a world of possibilities, a life of greater ease, joy, and authentic connection with the present moment. Chapter 2. The Gratitude Lens, Finding the Gold in Every Moment. Gratitude. It's a word often tossed around like confetti, sprinkled on feel-good advice and self-help mantras. But true gratitude, the kind that truly transforms your life, goes far beyond simply appreciating the good things. It's about learning to see the world through a different lens, one that reveals the hidden treasures in every experience. even the ones that initially seem shrouded in darkness. Imagine you're panning for gold. You swirl the pan in the river, patiently sifting through the mud and debris. At first glance, it might seem like there's nothing there but dirt and stones, but as you continue to search, a glint of gold catches your eye. And then another. And another. Suddenly you realize that what seemed like worthless rubble is actually filled with precious treasures. This is what gratitude does for your mind. It helps you sift through the challenges, the setbacks, the disappointments, and discover the hidden gems within. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect, but about recognizing that even in the midst of difficulty, there is always something to appreciate, something to learn, something to be grateful for. Think about a time when you faced a setback that initially felt devastating. Perhaps you lost a job, ended a relationship, or failed to achieve a long-held goal. In the immediate aftermath, it's natural to feel a whirlwind of negative emotions, sadness, anger, disappointment. But as time passed, did you begin to see things differently? Did you discover new opportunities, forge new connections, or gain a deeper understanding of yourself? This is the power of gratitude in action. It doesn't erase the pain or diminish the struggle, but it allows you to find meaning and growth within those experiences. It's like those Japanese kintsugi artists who repair broken pottery with gold, transforming flaws into something even more beautiful and valuable. Recent research in the field of positive psychology supports this idea. A 2014 study published in the journal Applied Psychology, Health and Well-Being found that individuals who practiced gratitude regularly experienced increased levels of happiness, optimism, and life satisfaction, while also reporting lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Another study, published in Personality and Individual Differences in 2012, explored the link between gratitude and resilience. The researchers found that grateful individuals were more likely to bounce back from adversity, cope with stress effectively, and maintain a positive outlook even in challenging circumstances. These findings suggest that gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a powerful tool for cultivating a more resilient, optimistic, and fulfilling life. It's a lens that allows us to see the world in a new light, transforming challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. So how can you cultivate this transformative gratitude in your own life? One powerful practice is what I call the gratitude journal with a twist. Instead of simply listing the obvious blessings in your life, challenge yourself to find gratitude in the unexpected. Look for the silver linings in difficult situations, the lessons learned from mistakes, and the hidden strengths revealed through adversity. For example, instead of writing "I'm grateful for my family," you might write, "I'm grateful for the challenging conversation I had with my sibling today, which helped us understand each other better." Or instead of "I'm grateful for my job," you might write, "I'm grateful for the difficult project that pushed me outside my comfort zone and helped me develop new skills." This twist adds a layer of depth to your gratitude practice. It encourages you to look beyond the surface and find appreciation for the full spectrum of life experiences, not just the pleasant ones. Another powerful exercise is what I call gratitude for the shadows. Take a moment to reflect on a recent challenging experience. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? How did it help me grow? What strengths did it reveal within me? What am I grateful for about this experience, despite the difficulty? For instance, if you experienced a financial setback, perhaps it taught you the importance of budgeting, forced you to reevaluate your priorities, or inspired you to develop new income streams. Or if you went through a health scare, maybe it deepened your appreciation for your body, strengthened your connection with loved ones, or motivated you to adopt healthier habits. By practicing gratitude for the shadows, you transform those difficult experiences into valuable lessons, sources of strength, and opportunities for growth. You learn to see the gold hidden within the darkness, the resilience forged in the fire, and the wisdom gained through adversity. Remember, gratitude is not about denying the existence of challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, the meaningful, and the growth-promoting aspects of every experience. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of life's storms, there is always something to appreciate, something to learn, something to be grateful for. As you cultivate this gratitude lens, you'll find that your perspective shifts. You'll become more resilient, more optimistic, and more attuned to the beauty and abundance that surrounds you. You'll discover that gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a way of life, a path that leads to greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. So embrace the practice of gratitude, dear reader. Let it be your compass, guiding you through life's ups and downs, revealing the hidden treasures in every moment, and reminding you that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of gold waiting to be discovered. Chapter 3: Emotional Alchemy, Turning Lead into Gold. We've all had those moments when emotions overwhelm us like a tidal wave. Whether it's a sudden surge of anger, a wave of sadness, or a crippling bout of anxiety, these intense feelings can feel all-consuming. They can cloud our judgment, distort our perception, and leave us feeling lost and helpless. But what if we could transform these emotional storms into calm, clear waters? What if we could learn to navigate these turbulent seas, not just surviving, but thriving? The key lies in mastering the art of emotional alchemy, the process of transforming negative emotions into positive ones. It's about understanding our emotions, not suppressing them, but rather channeling their energy in a constructive way. One powerful technique for emotional alchemy is what I call name it to tame it. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to identify and label your emotions. Are you feeling angry, sad, anxious, or frustrated? Simply acknowledging your feelings can help to reduce their intensity. Neuroscience has shown that naming emotions activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational thought and decision-making. By putting a name to your emotions, you shift from a reactive state to a more reflective one, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Imagine your emotions as a wild horse. When you try to suppress or ignore them, they only become more agitated, bucking and kicking against your attempts to control them. But when you acknowledge them, approach them with curiosity, and name them, you're essentially putting a bridle on the horse, gaining control over its energy. Once you've identified your emotions, you can take the next step: physical reset. Our bodies and minds are deeply interconnected, and physical sensations often accompany emotional states. When you're feeling stressed or anxious, your body may tense up, your breathing may become shallow, and your heart rate may increase. To counter these physical manifestations of stress, try a simple physical reset. Splash cold water on your face, take a few deep breaths, or go for a short walk. These simple actions can have a profound impact on your emotional state, helping to calm your nervous system and shift your mood. Another effective technique is the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. After 4 deep breaths, hold your breath for 7, and then release it gently for 8. Take another breath. This regular breathing pattern encourages calm and peace by triggering the body's relaxation response. You can also create a personalized emotional reset ritual. This might involve listening to calming music, lighting a scented candle, or engaging in a mindful activity like knitting or painting. By having a go-to ritual, you'll be better prepared to handle emotional storms when they arise. Remember, emotional alchemy is an ongoing practice. It's about developing a toolkit of techniques and strategies that you can draw upon in times of need. By mastering the art of emotional resetting, you'll be able to navigate life's challenges with greater ease, resilience, and inner peace. So the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath, name your emotions, and implement a physical reset. With practice, you'll become a master of emotional alchemy, transforming those storms into calm, clear waters. Chapter 4: The Energy Equation, Balancing Your Inner Resources for Sustainable Positivity. Imagine yourself as a magnificent, radiant sun. You emit warmth, light, and energy, illuminating the world around you. But what happens when that sun is constantly burning, giving out more than it receives? Eventually it dims, its energy depleted, its light flickering. This is a powerful metaphor for our own inner resources. We each have a finite amount of energy that we expend throughout the day on our work, our relationships, our thoughts, and our emotions. Like a battery, we need to recharge regularly to maintain a consistent level of energy, enthusiasm, and positivity. Think of those days when you feel completely drained, running on fumes. Perhaps you woke up feeling tired, had a stressful commute, faced a demanding workload, and then dealt with a challenging family situation in the evening. By the end of the day, you're exhausted, irritable, and your inner light feels dim. This is what happens when we don't pay attention to our energy equation. We're constantly giving out, but not taking the time to replenish our inner resources. Like a car running on empty, we can't expect to keep going without refueling. The first step towards sustainable positivity is to become aware of your energy flow. I encourage you to conduct an energy audit. Take a notebook and jot down all the activities you engage in throughout a typical day. Next to each activity, mark it with a plus sign if it gives you energy, a minus sign if it drains your energy, or a 0 if it's neutral. For example, spending time in nature might be a plus, while scrolling through social media might be a minus. A work meeting could be draining, while having a coffee with a close friend might be energizing. This audit reveals your energy patterns. It highlights the activities that fuel your inner fire and those that extinguish it. It helps you understand where your energy is going and where you might be leaking precious resources. Once you've identified your energy drains, it's time to take action. Some energy-draining activities, like a demanding job or household chores, are unavoidable, but you can balance them with intentional energy boosters. For example, after a stressful meeting, take a 5-minute break to step outside for fresh air, listen to your favorite music, or do some gentle stretches. These small resets can make a big difference, recharging your mental and emotional batteries and preventing burnout. Another crucial aspect of energy management is setting boundaries. This can be challenging, especially in a world that demands our constant attention. But learning to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities is essential for protecting your energy. Think of it this way: every time you say yes to something you don't truly want to do, you're saying no to something that could nourish your soul, replenish your energy, and bring you closer to your goals. Boundaries aren't just about saying no. They're also about creating space for the things that truly matter. This might mean setting aside time for your hobbies, prioritizing quality time with loved ones, or simply carving out moments of solitude for reflection and recharge. Don't underestimate the power of physical energy either. Your body and mind are intricately linked, and physical well-being is essential for maintaining emotional and mental balance. Prioritize nutritious food, hydration, and regular exercise. These aren't just good for your physical health, they also have a profound impact on your mood, your energy levels, and your overall sense of well-being. Sleep, in particular, is a cornerstone of energy management. A 2017 study published in the journal Sleep found that even partial sleep deprivation can impair cognitive function, increase stress hormones, and negatively affect mood. Treat your sleep schedule as sacred. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, prioritize a consistent sleep-wake cycle, and create a sleep sanctuary in your bedroom. Adequate rest is not a luxury, it's an investment in your well-being and your ability to thrive. Incorporate what I call energy boosters into your daily routine. These are activities or moments that bring you joy, calm, or inspiration. It could be as simple as savoring a cup of tea in silence, spending time in nature, reading an inspiring book, or engaging in a creative hobby. These moments act as fuel for your positivity, keeping your energy levels steady and sustainable. They're like little sparks that ignite your inner fire, reminding you of the things that bring you joy and purpose. Energy management is an ongoing practice, a dance between giving and receiving, expending and replenishing. It's about being mindful of your inner resources, setting healthy boundaries, and prioritizing activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. By mastering the energy equation, you create a foundation for sustainable positivity, a wellspring of energy that allows you to shine brightly even in the midst of life's storms. You'll not only survive the day, you'll thrive with a renewed sense of vitality, enthusiasm, and inner peace. Chapter 5. The Micro-Adventure Mindset. Finding Wonder in the Everyday. We often think of adventure as something that requires grand plans, exotic destinations, and a hefty dose of courage. We picture intrepid explorers scaling towering mountains, navigating treacherous jungles, or embarking on epic journeys across vast oceans. But what if adventure wasn't confined to far-off lands and daring feats? What if it was hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered in the everyday moments of our lives? This is the essence of the micro-adventure mindset, the ability to find wonder and excitement in the ordinary, to transform the mundane into the magical, and to reawaken a sense of childlike curiosity in the world around us. Imagine yourself walking down a familiar street. You've walked this path countless times before, your mind preoccupied with thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. But today you decide to see it with fresh eyes. You notice the intricate patterns on the leaves, the vibrant colors of the flowers, the playful interactions between strangers. Suddenly, the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. This is the power of micro-adventures. They don't require elaborate planning or a passport, they simply require a shift in perspective, a willingness to step outside your routine, and a sense of openness to the unexpected. Think of those moments when you've stumbled upon something delightful by chance, a hidden cafe tucked away on a quiet street, a breathtaking sunset viewed from an unexpected vantage point, a conversation with a stranger that sparks a new friendship. These are micro-adventures in action. Those serendipitous moments that infuse our lives with joy, surprise, and a sense of wonder. Research in the field of positive psychology supports the benefits of these small adventures. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology found that spending time in nature, even for short periods, can significantly reduce stress levels, improve mood, and enhance cognitive function. Another study, published in Psychological Science in 2012, explored the link between novelty and well-being. The researchers found that individuals who engaged in novel activities, such as trying new foods or visiting new places, experienced increased levels of happiness and life satisfaction. These findings suggest that micro-adventures aren't just a fun way to break up the monotony of daily life, they're also essential for our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. So how can you cultivate this micro-adventure mindset? Here are a few ideas to spark your imagination. Become a tourist in your own city. Explore your neighborhood with fresh eyes. Visit a museum you've never been to, try a new restaurant, or take a walking tour of historical landmarks. You might be surprised by the hidden gems you discover right in your own backyard. Embrace the power of nature. Even a short walk in a park, a picnic under a tree, or a mindful moment spent observing the clouds can be a micro-adventure. Nature has a remarkable ability to calm our minds, soothe our souls, and reconnect us with the present moment. Turn everyday activities into adventures. Challenge yourself to see the ordinary in a new light. Take a different route to work, try a new recipe for dinner, or listen to a genre of music you've never explored before. These small shifts in routine can spark a sense of novelty and excitement. Connect with others in new ways. Strike up a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop, attend a local event, or join a community group. Human connection is a powerful source of joy and fulfillment, and micro-adventures can create opportunities for meaningful interactions. Create mini challenges. Set small, achievable goals that push you outside your comfort zone. This could be anything from learning a new skill to trying a new activity to facing a fear. Each challenge you overcome builds confidence and resilience. Remember, micro-adventures don't have to be grand or time-consuming. Even a 5-minute break from your routine can be an opportunity for exploration and discovery. Set a timer, step away from your work, and do something spontaneous. Dance to your favorite song, write a poem, or simply gaze out the window and appreciate the beauty of the world around you. These small moments of novelty can refresh your mind, boost your mood, and remind you of the joy and wonder that exists in every day. As you cultivate the micro-adventure mindset, you'll find that your perspective shifts. You'll become more attuned to the present moment, more open to new experiences, and more appreciative of the simple things in life. You'll discover that adventure isn't just about exotic destinations and daring feats, it's about embracing the journey, finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, and living each day with a sense of curiosity and wonder. So, dear reader, embrace the micro-adventure mindset. Let it be your guide, leading you to unexpected discoveries, joyful moments, and a renewed appreciation for the beauty and magic that surrounds you. The world is your playground, and every day is an opportunity for adventure. Chapter 6. Rewriting Your Inner Story. Transforming Self-Talk for Lasting Positivity. Imagine your mind as a stage, and your thoughts are the actors performing a never-ending play. Some days the play is a delightful comedy, filled with laughter, optimism, and self-belief. But other days, it's a tragedy, with a cast of critical voices, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs taking center stage. This inner dialogue, the constant chatter that runs through our minds, has a profound impact on our lives. It shapes how we see ourselves, how we interpret events, and how we respond to challenges. If that inner voice is harsh, judgmental, or overly negative, it can become a formidable barrier to calmness and positivity. The good news is that we have the power to rewrite this inner script. We can transform those critical voices into a chorus of encouragement, self-compassion, and unwavering support. But first, we need to become aware of the stories we're telling ourselves. Often, this inner dialogue runs on autopilot, a background hum of thoughts and beliefs that we rarely question. Start paying attention to how you talk to yourself, especially in moments of stress, failure, or disappointment. Do you find yourself saying things like, "I'm such a failure, I'll never be good enough," or "Why does this always happen to me?" If so, you're not alone. Negative self-talk is a common human experience, but it's also one of the biggest culprits behind anxiety, low self-esteem, and a lack of confidence. The first step in rewriting your inner story is to challenge these negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something self-critical, pause and ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? For example, if you think, "I'm terrible at public speaking," reflect on past experiences. Have you ever given a presentation that went well? Have you ever received positive feedback on your communication skills? Often, when we examine our negative thoughts more closely, we realize they're based on fear and assumptions, not facts. Once you've challenged a negative thought, the next step is to reframe it. Replace that critical voice with a more positive or neutral statement. Instead of saying, "I'm so bad at this," try saying, "This is challenging, but I'm learning and improving with practice." Notice how the reframed statement acknowledges the difficulty without condemning your abilities. It leaves room for growth, progress, and self-compassion. Another powerful tool for rewriting your inner story is the use of affirmations. These are positive statements that counteract negative beliefs and cultivate self-belief. Create affirmations that resonate with your goals and values, such as, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." "I am worthy of love and happiness." "I am strong, resilient, and resourceful." Write these affirmations down and repeat them daily, especially during moments of doubt or self-criticism. Over time, they'll become a natural part of your inner dialogue, replacing those old, limiting beliefs with empowering messages of self-love and support. To further solidify this transformation, try an exercise I call scripting your future self. Take some time to write a letter from your ideal future self to your present self. Imagine this future you as someone who has overcome the challenges you're facing now, someone who embodies the calmness and positivity you desire. What advice would this future you offer? What encouragement would they provide? What lessons have they learned along the way? This exercise not only boosts your confidence, but also helps you visualize the person you want to become. It creates a roadmap for your journey, reminding you that growth and transformation are possible. In addition to challenging negative thoughts and using affirmations, cultivating self-compassion is crucial. When you make a mistake or face a setback, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Instead of berating yourself with harsh criticism, ask yourself, how would I talk to a loved one in this situation? You'd likely offer them words of encouragement, reminding them of their strengths and resilience. Extend that same compassion to yourself. Remember, your inner voice is a powerful force. It can either be your biggest critic or your greatest ally. By consciously choosing to rewrite your inner story, you transform that critical voice into a source of strength, support, and unwavering self-belief. This is an ongoing process, a journey of self-discovery and transformation. There will be days when those old, negative thoughts creep back in. But with practice, patience, and self-compassion, you can learn to silence those voices and create a new narrative, one that empowers you to live a life of greater calmness, confidence, and positivity. So, dear reader, take a moment to listen to the stories you're telling yourself. Are they stories of self-doubt and limitation, or stories of empowerment and possibility? The choice is yours. Rewrite your inner script and watch as your life transforms into a masterpiece of your own creation. Chapter 7. The Anchor Ritual, Grounding Yourself in Calm Amidst the Storm. Life is a whirlwind. It's a symphony of demands, distractions, and unexpected events that can leave us feeling like a ship tossed about in a stormy sea. One minute we're sailing smoothly, the next we're battling against crashing waves and howling winds. In the midst of this chaos, how do we find our center? How do we maintain a sense of calm and stability when the world around us feels turbulent and unpredictable? The answer lies in creating an anchor ritual, a daily practice that grounds us, connects us to our inner peace, and reminds us of our own strength and resilience. Think of it as your personal lighthouse, a beacon of light guiding you through the storm, providing a safe harbor amidst the chaos. An anchor ritual is a dedicated moment of stillness, a time to reconnect with yourself and recharge your inner batteries. It's a practice that brings you back to the present moment, allowing you to release the worries of the past and the anxieties of the future. The beauty of anchor rituals is that they are deeply personal. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find a practice that resonates with you, something that feels nurturing, grounding, and restorative. For some, this might be a morning meditation practice. Sitting quietly, observing your breath, and allowing thoughts to come and go without judgment can create a sense of clarity and focus for the day ahead. Studies have shown that regular meditation can reduce stress, improve attention, and promote emotional well-being. For others, an anchor ritual might involve journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and intentions can be a powerful way to process emotions, gain clarity, and set a positive tone for the day. Research has shown that expressive writing can reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and even boost the immune system. Perhaps your anchor ritual involves movement. A gentle yoga flow, a brisk walk in nature, or even a few minutes of stretching can help to release tension, ground you in your body, and connect you with the present moment. Studies have shown that physical activity can reduce stress hormones, improve mood, and enhance cognitive function. Maybe your ritual is about connecting with your senses. Lighting a scented candle, listening to calming music, or savoring a cup of tea mindfully can create a sense of peace and tranquility. These sensory experiences can help to shift your focus from the external world to the internal one, allowing you to tap into a deeper sense of calm. The key to creating an effective anchor ritual is consistency. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, showing up for yourself regularly creates a sense of stability and reliability. Over time, your brain begins to associate this ritual with calmness and clarity, making it easier to access those feelings even outside of the dedicated practice time. Think of it like building a muscle. The more you engage in your anchor ritual, the stronger your ability to find calm and center yourself becomes. It's like creating a wellspring of inner peace that you can draw upon whenever you need it. My own anchor ritual involves a combination of practices. Each morning I start my day with a few minutes of meditation, followed by journaling and a short walk in nature. This combination helps me to clear my mind, set intentions for the day, and connect with the beauty and stillness of the natural world. I've found that this ritual has a profound impact on my overall well-being. It helps me to approach challenges with greater patience, navigate stressful situations with more ease, and cultivate a more positive outlook. Remember, your anchor ritual is a gift you give to yourself. It's a time to prioritize your well-being, reconnect with your inner strength, and cultivate a sense of calm amidst the storm. So explore different practices, experiment with different approaches, and find what resonates with you. Create a ritual that nourishes your soul, grounds you in the present moment, and reminds you of the peace and resilience that reside within. As you integrate your anchor ritual into your life, you'll notice a ripple effect. The sense of calm and clarity you cultivate during your practice will begin to extend into other areas of your life. You'll find yourself responding to challenges with greater patience, navigating stress with more ease, and approaching each day with a renewed sense of purpose and presence. Your anchor ritual becomes a constant in an ever-changing world, a reminder that no matter how chaotic life may seem, you always have the power to pause, reset, and find peace within yourself. It's a journey of self-discovery, a practice of self-care, and a pathway to a more grounded, centered, and fulfilling life. Chapter 8: The Resilience Blueprint: Building a Mindset that Bounces Back. Life, as we all know, is rarely a smooth, predictable journey. It throws curveballs, presents unexpected detours, and sometimes even knocks us flat on our backs. But here's the thing, it's not about avoiding these challenges altogether, an impossible feat, but about how we respond to them. This is where resilience comes in, that remarkable ability to bounce back, adapt, and even grow stronger through adversity. Imagine a resilient person as a flexible willow tree in a windstorm. While a rigid oak might snap under the pressure, the willow bends and sways, its branches yielding to the force of the wind. It doesn't resist the storm, it adapts, and in doing so, it survives and even thrives. Resilience isn't about being unaffected by challenges, it's about navigating them with grace, learning from them, and emerging stronger on the other side. It's about developing a mindset that sees setbacks not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. This shift in perspective is fundamental. Instead of viewing challenges as something to fear or avoid, we can reframe them as valuable lessons, stepping stones on the path to greater strength and wisdom. Think about a time when you faced a significant challenge. Perhaps it was a personal loss, a career setback, or a health scare. In the midst of the difficulty, it might have felt like the world was crashing down around you. But as you reflect on that experience now, do you see any positive outcomes? Did you discover hidden strengths, develop new skills, or deepen your appreciation for life? This is resilience in action. It's the ability to find meaning and growth even in the most difficult of circumstances. It's about recognizing that challenges, while painful, can also be catalysts for profound personal development. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology in 2010 explored the concept of post-traumatic growth. Researchers found that individuals who experienced traumatic events often reported positive psychological changes afterward, such as increased appreciation for life, stronger relationships, and a greater sense of personal strength. This research highlights the remarkable capacity of the human spirit to not only survive adversity but to actually thrive in its aftermath. It suggests that challenges, when navigated with resilience, can lead to profound personal transformation. So how can we cultivate this resilient mindset? Here are some key strategies. 1. Reframe your narrative. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself about challenges. Do you tend to catastrophize, focusing on the worst-case scenario? Or do you see setbacks as temporary and surmountable? Practice reframing your narrative by focusing on the potential for growth, learning, and positive outcomes. For example, instead of saying, "I failed that exam, I'm so stupid," try saying, "I didn't do as well as I hoped on that exam, but I can learn from my mistakes and improve next time." This subtle shift in language can make a big difference in how you perceive and respond to challenges. 2. Embrace emotional flexibility. Life rarely goes according to plan, and our ability to adapt to change is crucial for resilience. Cultivate emotional flexibility by practicing mindfulness, acknowledging and accepting your emotions without judgment, and developing healthy coping mechanisms for stress. 3. Nurture self-belief. Believe in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Identify your strengths, celebrate your accomplishments, and surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. 4. Build strong connections. Social support is a vital component of resilience. Nurture your relationships with friends, family, and mentors who can offer encouragement, guidance, and a listening ear during difficult times. 5. Prioritize physical well-being. Your physical health plays a significant role in your mental and emotional resilience. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, staying hydrated, and engaging in regular physical activity. Exercise, in particular, has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance cognitive function. 6. Find your purpose. Having a sense of purpose can provide a powerful anchor during challenging times. Reflect on your values, your passions, and your goals. What drives you? What kind of impact do you want to make in the world? Connecting with your purpose can provide a sense of meaning and direction, even when faced with adversity. 7. Practice gratitude. Even in the midst of challenges, there is always something to be grateful for. Focusing on the good can help to shift your perspective, boost your mood, and strengthen your resilience. Building resilience is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's a practice of self-awareness, self-compassion, and continuous growth. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities, learning from setbacks, and developing the inner strength to bounce back stronger than ever. As you cultivate resilience, you'll find that you're not just surviving life's storms, you're thriving because of them. You'll develop a deep sense of inner strength, a confidence in your ability to navigate whatever life throws your way, and an unwavering belief in your own potential to overcome adversity and create a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. Chapter 9. The Kindness Ripple. Spreading positivity through action. Imagine a pebble dropped into a still pond. The impact creates ripples that spread outward, reaching far beyond the initial point of contact. This is a beautiful metaphor for the power of kindness. A single act of kindness, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect, spreading positivity and warmth throughout our interconnected world. Kindness is more than just good manners or politeness. It's a deep-seated empathy, a genuine desire to make a positive difference in the lives of others. It's about recognizing our shared humanity, acknowledging the struggles and joys of those around us, and extending a helping hand, a listening ear, or a compassionate heart. Think about a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness. Perhaps it was a stranger who helped you carry groceries, a friend who offered a shoulder to cry on, or a colleague who went out of their way to assist you with a project. How did that act of kindness make you feel? Did it brighten your day? Did it restore your faith in humanity? Did it inspire you to pay it forward? This is the magic of kindness. It not only uplifts the recipient but also nourishes the giver. Studies have shown that acts of kindness release endorphins, often referred to as the helper's high, which create feelings of happiness and reduce stress. Kindness also boosts oxytocin levels, strengthening social bonds and fostering a sense of belonging. In essence, kindness is a win-win. It's a powerful antidote to negativity, a source of connection, and a catalyst for positive change. So how can we cultivate this kindness ripple in our daily lives? Here are some practical ways to spread positivity through action. 1. Practice intentional gratitude for others. Take a moment each day to appreciate the people in your life. Think about someone who has made a positive impact on you, no matter how small. Write them a thank you note, send them a message, or simply reflect on the good they've brought into your life. This practice not only strengthens your relationships but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the people around you. 2. Engage in random acts of generosity. These don't have to be grand gestures. It could be as simple as buying coffee for the person behind you in line, leaving an encouraging note for a coworker, or helping a neighbor with yard work. The beauty of random acts of kindness is that they are unexpected, creating a delightful surprise and a ripple effect of positivity. 3. Cultivate a culture of compassion. Start by practicing active listening in your conversations. When someone is speaking, truly listen to them, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Make eye contact, ask clarifying questions, and reflect back what you've heard to show that you understand. This simple act of presence and empathy can create a deeper connection and foster a sense of trust and respect. 4. Embrace the power of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges or past hurts only creates emotional baggage that weighs you down. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means releasing yourself from the burden of resentment and choosing to move forward with peace and understanding. 5. Be kind to yourself. Often, we are our own harshest critics. We judge ourselves for our mistakes, our imperfections, and our perceived shortcomings. To cultivate self-compassion, treat yourself with the same consideration and care that you would extend to a friend. Celebrate whatever improvement you make, no matter how tiny, and acknowledge your strengths and faults. 6. Make kindness a daily habit. Set a goal to perform at least one act of kindness each day. It could be something as simple as smiling at a stranger, offering a compliment, or helping someone in need. Keep a kindness journal to record these moments. Not to boast, but to remind yourself of the positive impact you're making and to inspire you to continue spreading goodness. 7. Expand your circle of kindness. Extend your kindness beyond your immediate circle. Volunteer your time to a cause you care about, donate to a charity, or participate in community events. By contributing to the greater good, you not only make a difference in the world, but also deepen your sense of purpose and connection. Remember, kindness is contagious. When you act with kindness, you inspire others to do the same. Imagine a world where everyone embraced kindness as a daily practice. It would be a world filled with compassion, empathy, and understanding. Your actions, no matter how small, have the power to create a ripple effect that spreads far and wide, touching lives you may never even meet. By choosing kindness, you're not just making a difference in the world, you're also cultivating a deeper sense of calm, joy, and fulfillment within yourself. So embrace the power of kindness. Let it be your guiding principle, your daily practice, and your legacy. Spread positivity through your actions, create ripples of compassion, and watch as the world transforms one act of kindness at a time. Chapter 10. The Art of Letting Go. Finding Freedom and Acceptance. Life is a dance, a constant flow of experiences, emotions, and relationships. It's a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, success and failure, love and loss. But amidst this intricate dance, we often find ourselves clinging tightly to certain threads, unwilling to let go, even when they cause us pain or hold us back. We cling to past hurts, replaying old wounds and allowing resentment to fester. We grip tightly to expectations, resisting the natural flow of life and creating unnecessary stress when things don't go according to plan. We hold on to the illusion of control, trying to dictate every outcome and fighting against the inevitable uncertainties that life throws our way. But here's the paradox: the tighter we cling, the more constricted and burdened we become. It's like holding onto a helium balloon with an iron fist. The balloon, meant to soar freely, remains tethered to the ground, its potential for flight stifled by our grasp. Letting go, on the other hand, is an act of liberation. It's about releasing those tightly held threads, allowing ourselves to move freely with the rhythm of life, and embracing the present moment with open arms. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean. It encounters rocks, bends, and obstacles along the way, but it doesn't resist. It flows around them, adapting to the terrain, and ultimately reaching its destination. This is what letting go allows us to do. It's not about giving up or becoming passive, it's about surrendering to the natural flow of life, releasing what no longer serves us, and embracing the freedom that comes with acceptance. One powerful way to practice letting go is through radical acceptance. This means acknowledging reality as it is, without judgment or resistance. It's about saying yes to what is, even if it's painful or disappointing. For example, if you've experienced a loss, instead of dwelling on what should have been, shift your focus to accepting the reality of the situation. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of what happened, but it means acknowledging the truth and choosing to move forward from there. Radical acceptance doesn't erase the pain or diminish the significance of the experience. It simply allows you to stop fighting against reality, freeing up your energy to heal, grow, and create a new path forward. Another crucial aspect of letting go is detaching from outcomes. We often attach our happiness to specific results: getting a promotion, finding the perfect partner, or achieving a certain level of success. While it's important to have goals and aspirations, tying your sense of self-worth or well-being to external outcomes creates a recipe for anxiety and disappointment. Instead, focus on the process, the effort, and the intention behind your actions. Trust that you've done your best, and release the need to control how things unfold. This doesn't mean you become complacent, it means you surrender to the wisdom of the universe, knowing that sometimes the greatest gifts come in unexpected packages. Forgiveness is another essential component of letting go. Holding on to grudges, resentment, or guilt keeps you tethered to the past, preventing you from fully embracing the present. Forgiving others, and perhaps even more importantly, forgiving yourself, is an act of self-love and liberation. It's about releasing the burden of anger, bitterness, and self-blame, allowing yourself to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Mindfulness practices can be incredibly helpful in the process of letting go. By bringing your attention to the present moment, you shift your focus away from regrets about the past or worries about the future. Engage in activities that anchor you in the here and now, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or mindful walking. Letting go also involves releasing the grip of perfectionism. Many of us strive for an unattainable ideal, constantly criticizing ourselves for our perceived flaws and shortcomings. This relentless pursuit of perfection can be exhausting and ultimately self-defeating. Embrace imperfection. Recognize that mistakes are inevitable, and they are often valuable opportunities for learning and growth. Let go of the need to be perfect, and embrace the beauty of your authentic, perfectly imperfect self. To further cultivate the art of letting go, try this exercise. The release ritual. Take a piece of paper and write down everything you're holding onto that no longer serves you. This could include past hurts, regrets, fears, limiting beliefs, or unrealistic expectations. Find a safe and private space where you can symbolically release these burdens. You might burn the paper safely, tear it into small pieces, or bury it in the ground. As you perform this ritual, visualize those burdens leaving your mind and body. Feel the weight lifting, the tension releasing, and the freedom expanding within you. Remember, letting go is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing practice. Life will continue to present us with challenges, uncertainties, and opportunities to release what no longer serves us. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Each time you choose to let go, you create space for new experiences, new relationships, and new possibilities. Letting go is not about giving up, it's about surrendering to the flow of life, embracing the present moment, and finding freedom and acceptance. It's about releasing the burdens of the past, detaching from the anxieties of the future, and opening yourself to the infinite possibilities that lie within the here and now. Chapter 11. The Patience Advantage, Cultivating the Quiet Strength of Calmness. In our fast-paced world, patience seems to have become a forgotten virtue. We crave instant gratification, immediate results, and quick fixes. We want our food delivered in minutes, our information accessed with a single click, and our goals achieved overnight. But life, in its infinite wisdom, often unfolds at its own pace. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Transformation takes time. And it's in those moments of waiting, those periods of uncertainty and anticipation, that patience emerges as a quiet strength, a steadfast companion on the journey towards calmness and fulfillment. Patience isn't merely about enduring delays or tolerating frustration. It's an active practice, a conscious choice to remain centered and composed even when things don't go according to plan. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces the process, finds peace in the present moment, and trusts in the unfolding of life. Think of a gardener tending to a seed. They carefully plant it, water it, and provide it with sunlight. But they don't expect it to sprout into a towering tree overnight. They understand that growth takes time, that the seed needs to nurture its roots, gather strength, and gradually unfold its potential. This is the essence of patience. It's about recognizing that everything has its own rhythm, its own timeline, and its own unique path to fruition. It's about surrendering to the natural flow of life, trusting that even in the midst of uncertainty, there is a deeper wisdom at play. To cultivate patience, we first need to become aware of our impatience triggers. What situations tend to push your buttons? Is it waiting in traffic, dealing with a slow internet connection, or working towards a long-term goal that seems far off in the distance? Once you've identified your triggers, you can start to reframe your mindset. Instead of viewing waiting as wasted time, see it as an opportunity. An opportunity to practice mindfulness, to connect with your breath, to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming and fretting, use that time to listen to an inspiring podcast, practice gratitude for the things you have, or simply enjoy the present moment without the pressure of rushing. A powerful technique for cultivating patience is the pause and breathe method. When you feel impatience rising within you, pause whatever you're doing and take 3 slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, say to yourself, "I am calm." As you exhale, say, "I release impatience." This simple practice activates your body's relaxation response, helping to calm your nervous system and shift your focus from frustration to serenity. Another key to patience is perspective. When you find yourself caught up in the urgency of the moment, ask yourself, will this matter a week from now? A month from now? A year from now? Often, what feels incredibly important in the present moment loses its significance when viewed through a wider lens. This perspective shift can help you detach from the immediate frustration and cultivate a more patient, accepting attitude. Embrace the idea of progress over perfection. Many of us become impatient because we expect instant results. We want to master a new skill, achieve a goal, or see changes in ourselves or others overnight. But true growth is a gradual process, a journey of small steps and consistent effort. Instead of fixating on the end goal, focus on the progress you're making along the way. Celebrate each small victory, each step forward, no matter how incremental. This shift in focus not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also reinforces your commitment to long-term growth. Patience also requires trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in life's timing. When things don't happen as quickly as you'd like, remind yourself that growth and transformation take time. Think of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. It spends weeks, even months, in its cocoon, undergoing a profound metamorphosis. If we were to impatiently open the cocoon prematurely, we would disrupt the process and prevent the butterfly from reaching its full potential. Similarly, trust that the efforts you're putting in, the seeds you're planting, will blossom in due time. Have faith in the unfolding of your journey, and surrender to the wisdom of the universe. To further cultivate patience, practice delayed gratification. This means intentionally postponing immediate rewards to develop discipline and focus. For example, instead of indulging in a quick distraction like checking social media, Commit to completing a task or spending quality time with loved ones. This practice strengthens your ability to resist impulsive urges, stay focused on your goals, and cultivate a deeper sense of patience and self-control. Remember, patience is not a passive trait, it's a powerful strength. It's the quiet determination that allows you to persevere through challenges, the unwavering faith that guides you through uncertainty, and the gentle acceptance that brings peace to the present moment. As you cultivate patience, you'll find that you're not just waiting for things to happen, you're actively participating in the unfolding of your life. You'll navigate challenges with grace, embrace the journey with joy, and achieve your goals with a sense of calm and fulfillment. So, dear reader, embrace the power of patience. Let it be your anchor in the storm, your guide through uncertainty, and your companion on the journey towards a more peaceful, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Chapter 12. The Visionary You, Harnessing the Power of Visualization. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing on a sun-drenched beach. Feel the warm sand between your toes, the gentle breeze caressing your skin, and the soothing rhythm of the waves washing ashore. Hear the cries of seagulls overhead, the laughter of children playing nearby, and the distant sound of a boat's horn. Smell the salty air, the tang of seaweed, and the sweetness of sunscreen. Now open your eyes. Did you feel a shift in your mood? Perhaps a sense of calm, a touch of joy, or a spark of excitement. This is the power of visualization, the ability to create vivid mental images that evoke real emotions and influence our physical and mental states. Visualization isn't just wishful thinking or daydreaming. It's a deliberate practice, a conscious act of using our imagination to shape our reality. It's about harnessing the power of our minds to create the experiences, emotions, and outcomes we desire. The science behind visualization is fascinating. Our brains have a remarkable ability to blur the lines between imagination and reality. When we vividly imagine something, our neurons fire in a similar way, as if we were actually experiencing it. This is why visualization can have such a profound impact on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Studies have shown that visualization can be used to reduce stress, improve performance, boost confidence, and even accelerate healing. For example, a 2007 study published in the journal Neuropsychology found that mental practice, or visualizing oneself performing a task, can lead to significant improvements in motor skills, similar to those achieved through physical practice. Another study, published in the Sports Psychologist in 2014, explored the use of visualization in athletes. Researchers found that athletes who regularly visualized themselves performing successfully experienced increased confidence, reduced anxiety, and improved performance in competitions. These findings suggest that visualization is not just a feel-good technique, it's a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. It's a way to tap into the immense potential of our minds to shape our reality and create the lives we desire. So how can you harness the power of visualization in your own life? Here are some practical exercises to get you started. 1. Create a mental sanctuary. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and bring your attention inward. Imagine a place that brings you a sense of peace and tranquility. It could be a beach, a forest, a mountaintop, or even a cozy corner in your home. Engage all your senses as you visualize this place. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents. This mental sanctuary becomes your personal retreat, a place you can return to anytime you need to recharge, de-stress, or simply reconnect with your inner peace. 2. Visualize positive memories. Recall a memory that brings you joy, happiness, or a sense of accomplishment. It could be a special moment with loved ones, a personal achievement, or a time when you felt truly content and at ease. Replay this memory in your mind, making it as vivid as possible. Feel the emotions associated with that memory wash over you, allowing them to fill your present moment with positivity and gratitude. 3. Practice future self-visualization. Imagine the person you want to become and the life you want to live. See yourself achieving your goals, whether it's excelling in your career, improving your health, deepening your relationships, or contributing to your community. Picture yourself confidently handling challenges, radiating calmness, and embracing positivity. Focus on the details. How do you feel? What actions are you taking? And what kind of impact are you making? This exercise helps to align your actions with your aspirations, creating a roadmap for your journey and strengthening your motivation to achieve your goals. 4. Use visualization to overcome challenges. If you're facing a stressful situation, such as a presentation, a difficult conversation, or a challenging task, visualize yourself handling it successfully. Picture yourself feeling calm, confident, and in control. See yourself communicating effectively, navigating obstacles with ease, and achieving a positive outcome. This mental rehearsal can help to reduce anxiety, boost your confidence, and prepare your mind for success. 5. Incorporate affirmations. Combine your visualizations with positive affirmations. As you visualize your desired outcomes, repeat affirmations that reinforce your beliefs and intentions. For example, you might say, "I am calm and confident. I am attracting positive experiences into my life." Or, "I am capable of achieving my goals." This combination of visualization and affirmations creates a powerful synergy, amplifying the impact of both practices. 6. Explore creative visualization. This technique involves visualizing not just the outcome, but the entire process of achieving your goals. For instance, if you're working towards a fitness goal, visualize yourself waking up early, putting on your workout clothes, going to the gym, and completing your workout with energy and enthusiasm. By mentally rehearsing the steps involved, you create a sense of familiarity and ease, making it more likely that you'll follow through in real life. Remember, visualization is a skill that takes practice. Start with short, focused sessions and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Be patient with yourself and don't get discouraged if your mind wanders at first. Gently guide your attention back to the visualization, and with consistent practice, you'll find that your ability to create vivid mental images and harness their power will grow stronger. As you integrate visualization into your daily routine, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll become more optimistic, more confident, and more attuned to the possibilities that surround you. You'll find that you're not just dreaming of a better future, you're actively creating it, one visualization at a time. So, dear reader, embrace the power of visualization. Let your imagination soar, create the reality you desire, and unlock the limitless potential within you. The journey towards a calmer, more positive, and fulfilling life begins in the mind's eye. Chapter 13. The Daily Reflection Ritual, Turning Everyday Experiences into Wisdom. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to get swept away by the current. We rush from one task to the next, our minds consumed by to-do lists, deadlines, and the constant demands of the external world. We become so focused on the future, on what needs to be done, that we often lose sight of the present moment, the richness of our experiences, and the valuable lessons hidden within each day. This is where the power of reflection comes in. Reflection is the art of pausing, taking a step back from the whirlwind of activity, and turning our attention inward. It's about creating a space for introspection, a time to examine our thoughts, emotions, and experiences, and extract the wisdom they hold. Think of reflection as panning for gold in the river of your life. As you sift through the mud and debris of daily events, you'll uncover precious nuggets of insight, gratitude, and self-awareness. These nuggets, when collected and cherished, become the building blocks of a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Reflection isn't about dwelling on the past or getting stuck in regrets. It's about learning from our experiences, celebrating our successes, and using our insights to guide our future actions. It's about turning everyday moments into opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. To begin your reflection practice, create a quiet space where you can be alone with your thoughts. This could be at the end of your day, during a peaceful morning moment, or even during a quiet lunch break. The key is to carve out dedicated time, free from distractions, where you can turn your attention inward. Start with these 3 foundational questions. 1. What went well today? Focus on the positive moments, the achievements, the small victories, and the simple joys that you experienced. Did you complete a challenging task? Did you have a meaningful conversation with a loved one? Did you take a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature? By reflecting on the positive aspects of your day, you train your brain to notice and savor the good, even amidst challenges. 2. What could have gone better? Approach this question with curiosity, not criticism. Instead of dwelling on mistakes or shortcomings, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I approach similar situations differently in the future? This growth-oriented mindset transforms setbacks into valuable lessons and empowers you to move forward with greater wisdom and resilience. 3. What am I grateful for? Gratitude is a cornerstone of positivity and well-being. Take a moment to appreciate the people, experiences, and things that enrich your life. Did you enjoy a delicious meal? Did you receive support from a friend? Did you witness an act of kindness? By cultivating gratitude, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, fostering a sense of contentment and appreciation for the present moment. To deepen your reflection practice, consider journaling. Writing down your thoughts and insights can help you to clarify your thinking, process your emotions, and track your progress over time. Your journal becomes a personal record of your journey, a space to explore your inner world, and a source of inspiration and guidance. Incorporate visualization into your reflection practice. After reviewing your day, close your eyes and visualize how you want tomorrow to unfold. Imagine yourself handling challenges with calmness, embracing opportunities with enthusiasm, and interacting with others with kindness and compassion. This mental rehearsal primes your mind for success and helps you to approach each new day with intention and purpose. Another powerful technique is the 3 wins exercise. At the end of each day, identify 3 specific wins, no matter how small. Did you complete a work project? Did you resist the urge to procrastinate? Did you make time for self-care? By focusing on your accomplishments, you build confidence, reinforce positive behaviors, and create a sense of momentum. To further enhance your reflection practice, try incorporating mindfulness. As you reflect on your day, pay attention to your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice how certain memories or thoughts make you feel. Are there any unresolved emotions or lingering stress? Use this time to process those feelings, allowing them to surface and release rather than suppressing them. You can also combine reflection with deep breathing exercises or meditation. This helps to calm your mind and body, creating a sense of closure for the day and preparing you for a restful night's sleep. Remember, reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about paving the way forward. By examining our experiences, we gain valuable insights that can guide our future actions, shape our decisions, and help us to create a life that is more aligned with our values and aspirations. Reflection is a practice of self-awareness, self-discovery, and intentional living. It's about turning everyday moments into opportunities for growth, transforming challenges into valuable lessons, and cultivating a deeper appreciation for the richness and complexity of life. As you integrate reflection into your daily routine, you'll find that your perspective shifts. You'll become more mindful of your thoughts and actions, more attuned to your emotions, and more grateful for the present moment. You'll develop a greater sense of self-awareness, a deeper understanding of your strengths and weaknesses, and a clearer vision for your future. So, dear reader, embrace the power of reflection. Let it be your guide, your teacher, and your companion on the journey of life. Turn your everyday experiences into wisdom and watch as your life unfolds with greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Chapter 14. The Discipline Advantage. Unlocking your potential through intentional choices. Self-discipline. The very word might conjure up images of rigid routines, strict rules, and a life devoid of spontaneity and joy. But what if I told you that self-discipline is actually the key to unlocking greater freedom, calmness, and fulfillment? Think of self-discipline not as a restrictive force, but as a powerful tool, like a sculptor's chisel. It allows you to shape your life with intention, to carve away distractions and bad habits, and to create a masterpiece of your own design. At its core, self-discipline is about making conscious choices that align with your values and long-term goals, even when faced with temptations, distractions, or the allure of immediate gratification. It's about cultivating habits that support your well-being, your growth, and your journey towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Imagine your mind as a garden. Without care and attention, weeds of procrastination, negative self-talk, and impulsive behaviors can take root, choking the growth of your aspirations and dreams. Self-discipline is the act of tending to that garden, weeding out what doesn't serve you, planting seeds of positive habits and nurturing them with consistent effort. One of the first steps in developing self-discipline is to define your priorities. What truly matters to you? Is it your health, your relationships, your personal growth, your contribution to the world? Once you've identified your core values, use them as a compass to guide your decisions. Each time you choose to act in alignment with your priorities, you strengthen your self-discipline and reinforce your sense of purpose. Many people struggle with self-discipline because they set unrealistic goals that feel overwhelming and unattainable. Instead, start small. Create micro habits, tiny, manageable actions that move you closer to your desired outcomes. For example, if you want to develop a meditation practice, start by meditating for just 1 minute each day. Or if you want to write a book, commit to writing just 1 page a day. These small wins build momentum, create a sense of accomplishment, and pave the way for bigger changes. Research has shown that micro habits are particularly effective because they require less willpower and are easier to integrate into your daily routine. Another helpful tool is the 2-minute rule. If a task feels daunting, break it down into something you can accomplish in 2 minutes or less. For instance, instead of committing to a full workout, start by putting on your exercise clothes and doing a few stretches. Often, taking that first small step is enough to overcome inertia and get you moving. Creating routines is another essential aspect of self-discipline. Routines provide structure, reduce decision fatigue, and make it easier to stay consistent with your goals. Start with a morning or evening routine that incorporates activities that support your well-being and align with your priorities. This could include meditation, journaling, exercise, reading, or spending quality time with loved ones. In today's world of constant distractions, managing your attention is crucial for self-discipline. Practice time blocking by allocating specific periods for work, rest, and personal activities. Use tools like timers, website blockers, or productivity apps to minimize interruptions and stay focused on the task at hand. One of the biggest challenges to self-discipline is overcoming procrastination. When you find yourself avoiding a task, ask yourself, why am I resisting this often? Procrastination stems from fear of failure, fear of imperfection, or fear of discomfort. Address these fears by reframing your mindset. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Remind yourself that taking action, even imperfectly, is better than staying stuck in inaction. Celebrate your efforts, acknowledge your accomplishments, and cultivate self-compassion when you stumble. Building self-discipline also requires resilience. There will be days when you falter, when you give in to temptation, or when you simply don't feel motivated. The key is to view these setbacks as learning opportunities, not as failures. Reflect on what went wrong, adjust your approach, and get back on track with renewed determination. Accountability can be a powerful ally in your self-discipline journey. Share your goals with a trusted friend, join a community of like-minded individuals, or track your progress in a journal or app. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments can provide extra motivation, while tracking your efforts provides tangible evidence of your growth and progress. don't forget the importance of self-care. Self-discipline doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of burnout. It means balancing effort with rest, replenishing your energy, and nurturing your well-being. Make time for activities that recharge your mind and body, such as spending time in nature, engaging in hobbies, or practicing relaxation techniques. Visualization can also play a role in strengthening self-discipline. Each day, take a moment to visualize yourself making choices that align with your goals. Imagine the satisfaction and pride you'll feel as you follow through on your commitments. This mental rehearsal reinforces positive behaviors and makes it easier to act on them in real life. Ultimately, self-discipline is about building trust with yourself. Every time you honor your commitments, you prove to yourself that you're capable of following through, of staying true to your values, and of creating the life you desire. This self-trust creates a sense of calmness, confidence, and empowerment, allowing you to face challenges with a positive and resilient mindset. As you cultivate self-discipline, you'll find that it becomes less about effort and more about habit. The intentional choices you make today shape your future, creating a life rooted in calmness, positivity, and purpose. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up consistently, even when it's hard. With self-discipline, you take control of your life, empowering yourself to create the outcomes you desire and embrace the journey along the way.